Hi. So in our last discussion, we actually established a few things. We spoke about Shopify and how Shopify has become a platform of choice globally for e-commerce businesses, and how Shopify is also helping e-commerce brands to scale their operation and, of course, their revenue. And we talked about the inbuilt tools that Shopify has that gives them like an edge over other CMS platforms, even the ones that have been there before them. So in this video, we're just going to take it a step further to talk about specifically some of the integrations that Shopify experts like us do to scale revenue for e-commerce brands that has worked for international and local clients. So I'm just going to highlight the different integrations, and also it's good that we understand that it's not all about the technical side of things. There's a business side. So for instance, there are certain things that work across board for all e-commerce platforms, but there are also niche specific and industry specific recommendations that we make to up the revenue for brands. But what we'll be touching on will work for any e-commerce brand. So the first we have is integrating certain applications that help with upsell. So basically, what is an upsell? Upsell is when you are offering, you're making customers see reasons why they should buy more than they intended to buy. So that's an upsell. Upsell, cross-sell tools, or you are making them buy two products or two different products as against buying one, right? So they can buy a product and buy a complementary product. And how do you make that happen in a space where users are interacting with your web application without physically interacting with you? So that is why we use tools like OCU. OCU means one click upsell. So OCU is great for both upsell and cross-sell because it has a number of functionalities that is just more than doing one thing. So for us, we want to look for how do we get the best out of every tool we are using, while also looking at the diversification in terms of can these two do 2-3 things at a goal as against doing one. So for an OCU, it helps with upsell, it helps with cross-sell, and it also helps with what we call sticky cards. So I'll explain. It has a functionality for pre-purchase upsell, which is basically before a user completes checkout, you offer a product to them, right, to make them buy more. Then it also has the post-purchase upsell, which is you offer a discounted product to a user immediately after they've completed a purchase. So you can offer a product to a user that is usually going for its regular price. After they complete the purchase, you want to offer it to them at a 15% discount, 20% discount with within a limited time. So you can put maybe 1 hour, 30 minutes, 2 hours, depending on you. So that limited time makes the user take action almost immediately, or they decline the offer. If they are taking action within that time that you've set, then they are able to buy it at a discounted rate. Then we also have what we call the sticky card. So sticky card usually comes just before the user goes to the checkout page, and it usually comes in the format of people also purchased. So it shows up to users and tells them that other people have purchased this product. Usually these are bestseller products, such that the likelihood of the user wanting to buy even when they did not intend to buy is high, because it is a product that any user shopping on your website will most likely have need for. So let's take, for instance, you are selling clothing for kids only, but you are selling for unisex, both for the girl child and the boy child, and a dad or a mom comes on your website to make purchase for the daughter who maybe her birthday is around the corner, and he or she wants to make a couple of purchases on your website for that purpose. Now, a good sticky card to kind of upsell for the customer will be whenever someone makes purchase for a boy child clothing, you show to the customer a girl child. Now, there's a market psychology around that, which is, for most parents, some of them may have a boy child and a girl child. For those that have just the girl child or just the boy child, they have a high likelihood of having either a niece or a nephew. So by offering them the opposite sex clothing, they have a high chance of buying. So for a dad that is buying for the girl child and also has maybe 1-2 boys at home, he might just think to himself that, oh, let me just get this looks nice, let me just get it for my son. He did not plan, so it's more like an impulsive buying. But if the sticky card never showed up, then the possibility of making that extra sale is next to zero. So that is just a practical example of what these tools do. They help up revenue for e-commerce brand. At the same time, they also help up average order value, what we call AOV, for e-commerce brand. So how much on an average is every user on your platform spending on a monthly basis? That is average order value. So if you don't have all of these upsell, cross-sell tools implemented on your website, then you are leaving money on the table. Another good feature is you want to make your home page, right, your storefront, like your digital storefront. And what does that mean? You want to have a hero image that summarizes what you do as a business. You also want to have a button that leads to your product page right on that landing page. So your landing page is your home page, but the place where users land, and without scrolling, the content they see there is the landing page. Mind you, the home page gets the highest traffic. Even when you are sending users to your product page, most of them will still come to your home page just to learn about your business, right? So you want that page to sell itself. Like a storefront, we have the store name, and you see things like accessories. You will get a sense of what the business is doing even before walking in. But if it's just the business name, it's a bit tricky. So once people land on your homepage, they want to read about you. So you need to have hero image. You can also have a number of hero image, maybe like 3, that automatically slides after a time period. Let's say like 30 seconds or 5 seconds, depending on the settings. They automatically scroll in that infinite manner. Aside that, there's also what we call the announcement bar, which is usually the text you see above the hero image. Why this is important is because if you have, for instance, a sale going on, you can edit the announcement bar and have the sale there, and also have link to your product page where the sale is going on. So it means even if somebody has not gone to your product page, from your home page, they're able to know that there is a sale going on. Also, the hero images, once you have a sale, the first hero image that people see once they land on the website should carry information of the sale. If it's a 20% site-wide sale that you are doing, put it there, put the duration of the sale, and highlight some of your products. That way, even someone that is just encountering your brand for the first time and navigates to your website is able to see outrightly that you have a sale going on. Another very important bit that needs to be implemented on the Shopify store is a referral program. Most businesses have referral program and loyalty program, but for an e-commerce business is very, very crucial. The reason is because for a direct to consumer brand, you can do more volume than a business that sells wholesale, or a business that sell products that are expensive. So you can be selling very little products that a lot of people need, and they always come to your website to make those purchases. It means you have a large customer base that you can leverage to be champions for your brand, and that is where the referral program comes in. It's good to integrate an app, a referral and a loyalty app that basically puts marketing in the hands of your existing customers to say, hey, anybody you refer to us that makes a purchase worth this amount qualifies you to get X amount as coupon, right, to shop, and the person you also referred gets X amount. So for instance, you can say we are giving you $50 for if the first person you referred made purchase up to $90, and we are also giving the referee that same $50, or you can decide. So it's always good to do it both ways, give to the referrer and the referee. That way the referrers are always happy to refer new people to your brand. So another thing is to make sure that you have a review. There are popular review platforms like Trustpilot. There are other review platforms you can also leverage. The most important thing is make sure trust is built by using genuine reviews. Why these apps are good is because they are trusted by millions of people. So if someone sees a Trustpilot review on your website, they are sure that these are actual reviews. And the way it's built is they are actually able to read those reviews and see specifically the products that people made those reviews on. Also, for your marketing is great because you can take snippets of those reviews and just post organically on your marketing channels, whether Instagram, Facebook, just to let your customers know that this is what other customers are saying, and to also attract new customers to your brand. You can also boast about it even in your marketing campaign as to, oh, we have excellent review, we have 4.8 star review, and we are having over 5,000 reviews. So to actually get a 4.8 means your product is good. So these are ways to actually portray your brand as a trustworthy brand, not you saying it, but of course this is review from your customers. So these are some of the integrations that are very crucial to kind of help you as an e-commerce brand scale your revenue. Remember, we've established that in scaling revenue, we are looking at increasing the number of sales every month. We're also looking at average order value, that is how much each customer on an average buys from your store every month. We're also looking at scaling your customer base. So how do we do that? With the referral program, it means more customers will reach out to their friends, their family, to even their colleagues to use your platform, because they know that you have incentivized them to do that. And that way you are growing your customer base and they are helping you market your brand. So these are some of the strategies we use to help e-commerce brands scale. In our next video, we'll talk about an interesting topic, CRO. So for context, CRO is conversion rate optimization. So that is going to be a very interesting one, and we'll also talk about who a CRO specialist is. For now, do have a great day. Bye.